Welcome, friends. We're doing another clearing with SRT. This morning, we are guided by Source, Love Light, my higher self team, and the group's higher self team, always asking what it is needed for the group. And I am getting navigating chaos so that we can embrace unity, which is something that we could all benefit from, right? So I've got everybody prepared to work already. And we are going to look at the positive energies for navigating chaos in the positive. I'm getting 0, navigating chaos in the negative for the group. I'm getting 100, negative. And that's pretty common for these types of clearings. And embrace unity, the positive openness to embracing unity. I'm getting about 15%, and the negative value on embracing unity. So we're getting 60%. So that means a lot of us are already there and we really want unity. We understand our connection and we are ready to embrace unity. So we're going to ask Spirit to start working already, and our guides, your guides, our spiritual team. And I'm always careful to ask for higher self. Source, love, light, connection is my connection. Guides, there's lots of guides in the spiritual realm that are happy to work with you, and even dark beings can do healing. So we always want to be clear, and that's the thing that I love about SRT is there's so many checks and balances of who I'm working with. Can I trust my information? Who's moving my pendulum? All kinds of fun questions I've learned to ask over the years, so that I can make sure that I am working with the highest level of consciousness. So the first thing that Spirit is guiding me to do is we're going to clear some energies. Master programs, discordant energies, 6A. We're going to clear anger. We're going to clear the energies of conflict. Great, thank you. Anything else on this chart, Spirit? We're going to clear guilt. We're going to clear hate of God, hate of life, hate of men, hate of women, health abuse, helplessness, injustice, intolerance, jealousy, judgmental energies. What else are we clearing for the group? And the group means everybody who's watching this video, clearing addictions, clearing alcoholism. And at the moment that I posted, and any time, since these are quantum clearings, anytime you watch this, even a year or two from now, the work is occurring, clearing domineering and doom energies, occurring at a quantum level, so you can receive the benefits. So your job is just to open up 100% to receive the information. We're going to clear terror, stinginess, and spiritual suicide. Open up 100% to receive the healing and listen to the end. You can be doing other things while you do this work, but go ahead and make sure you listen to the end, because that will make sure that you've completed accepting the clearing. We're going to clear illness. We're going to clear hostility, humiliation. We're going to clear insanity. And no judgment on any of these energies as part of the human experience. Inappropriateness, inauthenticity. What else on this chart? Grudges. Let's clear. That will definitely block us from embracing unity. And the chaos, sometimes we're carrying this stuff off for a long time. Work with forgiveness. And I think it's super important. Clear emotional habits, ego. I think it's super important to develop a spiritual, mindful practice. Clear doom, disconnection, and separation during these times of great change. Definitely. Yeah, so hopefully you got some things working for you. And hopefully you're receiving some benefit out of these clearings. We're going to clear the energy of failure. Anything else, master programs, discordant energies for the group on this chart, yes. Sadism, self-destruction, despair, self-limitation. And these are energies that are in the emotional and energetic bodies, stubbornness and depression. They may be carried over in the soul from other lifetimes. So this may not be something that you're experiencing right now. Conflict, panic, negativity, cowardice, complaining, negative mirrors, projections, that you may not be experiencing these right now, but they are in the energetic and emotional bodies. So they're being cleared now. If we don't resolve energies in a particular incarnation, the soul kind of keeps incarnating, and those energies are brought forward until they're resolved, and we are clearing that. So we can ask real quick, what percent are these energies from other lifetimes? I'm getting about 85%. So only about 15% of these energies are current. What's next? We're clearing the Godhead. I think I have to do a whole session on the Godhead. There's been some interesting tidbits coming up on the Godhead and the Creator at that level, how they created the matrix. This isn't necessarily SRT information, but it is interesting, and I am learning how to apply SRT to it. The Godhead is a number of beings at a certain level of consciousness that need clearing, and that's been coming up a lot for everyone. So which one are you showing me? 19 in between are there. There are openings. Is it in the soul or the house? The devices. Let's go ahead and clear everyone's home, everyone's cell phone, computer devices, EMFs. Fill them up with infinite amounts of unconditional love, close and permanently seal these, whether they're openings in our own, any of our bodies and minds, our home, our devices, all that stuff. Bring some helpers, because I can tell there's a lot of that stuff happening. So with the AI technology, there's a lot of susceptibility to having some, let's just say, nefarious energy coming through some of our devices. And so I encourage you to create some sort of shielding, and that is just a matter of asking from the angelics or whoever you work with for protection. Archangel Michael is a good one. And to clear your phones, often make sure you shut them down at night and ask to put up a shield of protection, and be careful of what you consume, what sort of information you consume, recognizing that sometimes energies come through just from the information that we consume. It may touch on some unhealed energies within the soul. Chart 21. Are you showing me hometown? So the area wherever everybody is that is listening, please bring a team of high-level spiritual beings that know and understand how to clear spaces, like the house, the area that they're in, the hometowns. If you live on an island or the mountains or wherever you may be, your city, let's send some helpers to clear and clean that up. Usually it's about 6-mile radius from your epicenter where you are, but it can also be further out in spirit, and the teams know what to do and how to clear. So we're going to clear 8B, which is pre-programmed archetypes. We talked about archetypes before. If you don't know what those are, please look them up. Sort of like a pattern body. And there are ones that are called inner archetypes, and there's some that are called spiritual archetypes. And those are pre-programmed before we actually incarnate. And we're going to clear the 6 levels on chart 3 for spirit imitation, which just basically means that we think we have to be exactly like spirit, but we don't. Spirit actually started this expansion process so that it could express itself individually, and the potentiality is infinite, right? So let's educate all the souls listening to pursue individual expression of their spirit. What other pre-programming? And we are going to clear the spiritual child. There are 4 aspects of the spiritual child. That's the inner child, the spiritual child, the Christ aspect, and the inner child aspect of the soul. Please reestablish the divine idea made manifest as Christ is what we ask for. Anything else on this chart? Yes. Show me where. We're going to clear spirit level programming all the way back to spirit from the original bodies and descending minds. That is 6A. We're going to clear bitterness, blame and shame, despair. And this is from spirit. So when spirit goes and has an experience, all of that information goes back. As souls individuate and go, they have this experience, they bring it back to spirit. Now we're clearing spirit. I know, right? You'd think that spirit would be clear. But spirit is ever evolving, just like we are. or at least that's my understanding. Okay, any other spirit energies that we need to clear? They are clearing them. Thank you. We are clearing navigating chaos in a positive way. We are, because it's possible. Do you think that's possible? Sure. We've got to keep our footing, and there's lots of things that we can do and be able to embrace the unity that we're headed towards. So show me, Spirit, and what else are we clearing to clear our blocks to navigating chaos in the positive? We are going to clear high self. Do we need to upgrade the group's high self? And anybody that's watching, yes, so upgrade the high self. So we've talked about before, our high self is usually with us when we come in. As we grow and evolve, our high self also grows and evolves. So we're going to ask if anybody needs to be replaced and removed, please do that. And bring in replacements at a higher level for everybody's elevation and consciousness and ascension process. There's a spiritual journey, personal growth. Make sure we have a minimum number for maximum best effort and effect. We want the best team for everyone in the group, please. And what's the next thing we're clearing? We're clearing soul family. Excellent. So as we come in, just like we have families here, biological families, we have families we have soul families, our whole soul tree. You might have heard other people talk about it in different ways. So we're going to clear the emotion code chart, which again is not necessarily SRT, but it is a list of emotions, and it is from the emotion code book. So this part of the chart, and I know this is backwards, but I just wanted you to see what that looked like. There's different ways to dowse besides a circular. So we're going to work with column B. We're going to clear worthlessness, unworthiness. What else are we going to clear? We're going to clear humiliation. We're going to clear overwhelm. Yeah, that's something that we all experience from time to time. Please develop I encourage you to develop some practices for regulating your nervous system, because when we're in overwhelm, it really disrupts us at lots of levels. Show me what we're clearing next. Column B again, efforts unreceived, overjoy and vulnerability. What's next? Nothing. Okay, that's what we cleared. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, my high self team and everybody's team that we're working with. So these clearings are usually 15 or 20 minutes. And thank you so much for watching. We're still clearing on navigating chaos through these changing times and embracing unity. They're doing Alpha to Omega, clearing all the charts and lists, which they clear. We don't need to know what's on the charts. We are just asking, and we are open to receive, and it is being done. Okay. Go ahead and bring some helpers. This feels like a lot of energy, even though it's lightening up so much. Breath work is one of the things that I do to keep my center, to keep my balance. Meditation, walking, yoga, lots of movement, any type of movement. Make it easy, make it fun. Dance in the kitchen while you're making dinner. Okay, we are now applying healing for father, mother, grandfather, and grandmother levels. Please apply healing. Anything else to clear, heal, or do for the group at this time? We are applying healing. Do we want to look at the healing chart, or are you just going to apply it? They are just going to apply it. So I have a chart 7, which is just an awesome chart. It has all kinds of different things that we can download and apply. Healing modalities, colors, clearing chakras, things like that. Star of David. So that's a sacred geometry symbol, and I know that it is a really powerful symbol, and the Jewish community seems to be the ones most familiar with that. But you may want to look up the Star of David and see, I was looking for my book, what it says. I know that the symbols are super powerful. And I do want to show you what I call a pattern book, that SRT, Spiritual Response Association. If you're having some physical challenges, this is a spiritual healing book that you can get on Amazon. It's by Robert Detzler, the creator of this modality. There's a picture of Robert. And we have lots of things that we use in here. There's power symbols, and I just ran across the brainwave pattern. So lots of things physically we end up having challenges with, because everything's energy first, and then once it trickles down energetically, whether that's coming from the mind or the spiritual realms, it starts affecting us physically when it's been there too long. So there's things like an etheric adjustment in here. There's something for the ears, low self-esteem, objectivity, pancreas, pain, skin relief, skepticism. Haha, that's a good one, right? First aid. So what you want to do, basically, the instructions are there, but there's a pattern, and this is the structure of first aid if you have an injury and you just put your hand on here, and you can ask and command your high self, just keep it on here as long as I need, and then take it off. Sometimes people douse, I need to put it on there, my hand on here for a minute. So what it is, it's a transfer of energy. So think about getting this book if you need some help. Think about taking an SRT class if you need some help and you want to learn this system for yourself. Anything else here specifically? No. It's a great system. It really has changed my life. This work, SRT, has changed my life. And I'm sure there's lots of things in your life that has changed. But this one, since it's operating at an energetic level and clears a lot of your blocks to intuition and your soul's major programs, and I really encourage you to get with a practitioner, contact me for a personal session, clear all your soul programs, clear the inner child, the emotional body. These are places where a lot of energy gets stuck for us. And crystalline restructuring, brain restructuring. It's really, really powerful stuff. So once we clear at an energetic level, it makes our life a little bit more manageable. It's like walking down a path. So clearing is what? Like walking down a path where there's two mountains. There's a mountain pass, and you're going to walk through this, but the mountains have collapsed, and it's sort of creating this blockade, and you have this huge amount of blocks. Well, SRT, the energy clearing work, will pull the huge blocks off. And then there's just like some little crumbly stones and pebbles that are more manageable for us because we're co-creators. We are taking part in this grand experiment, and we are challenged and tasked with doing certain things in our life at this level. But SRT, since it's clearing at an energetic level, which things are trickling down from, it makes this more manageable. So if you find benefit from this work, this is example. This is a group clearing, so it's really just clearing very superficially, and I've heard some really great comments, so thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing it with your friends. The more we can get this work out there, the more that we can just blaze a trail for our unity consciousness that we are moving towards. So they're still clearing all the charts. Even while I'm talking, they're still clearing, thank goodness. Okay, anything specific next? Okay, now we're going to open up some blocks. Are you showing me B, C, or D? 6B. We're going to clear blocks to acceptance. Now that can be in anything in your life. Blocks to zeal, blocks to grace, blocks to wisdom, blocks to vitality, blocks to understanding, blocks to gentleness and truthfulness. Clear blocks to freedom, blocks to tact, blocks to courage. It does take courage to do our personal work and take responsibility for everything that shows up in our life. Blocks to desire, blocks to courage, blocks to peace, blocks to awareness, blocks to trusting the process. You know, so much of us want to understand. We want to understand, and understanding is great, but some things we just can't understand. Blocks to order, optimism, patience. Yeah. Thank you. Whew, that was good. Yeah, feeling a lot of heart energy release. Excellent. Let's give everybody some healing for their heart, please. We're working on navigating chaos in a positive way so that we can embrace unity. I hope you're feeling the effects. Usually these clearings are about 15 to 20 minutes. And it's just a sample for the group that's watching at any time. Are we in mop up? Go ahead and do mop up, which is just a huge list of things. Do mop up, cross check, wrap it up. Let's complete the work. We're going to go back and check the numbers. We're going to check that everybody received the work 100%, which is always a great thing to check, and make sure the work is complete. Don't let anybody hide anything. You know, we can hide things from ourselves, and the soul can actually lie because it doesn't understand. So what percent is the group accepting the work? 100%. Infinite guarantee, raised to the infinite power. I'm getting a yes. What percent is the work complete? It is complete. Infinite guarantee, raised to the infinite power. Can I trust this information? Yes. So what percent is, we're going to go back and check the numbers that we checked before. What percent is the group positively, has positive energy on navigating chaos? What's the positive? I get it 100%. What's the negative on navigating? Get 0. That means they cleared a lot, and that's what we want, to be 100% positive. And embracing unity, what percent? Embracing unity, 100%. What percent embrace? And the negative, 1% positive, sorry, and negative is 0. So it looks like we did an awesome clearing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being open to accepting this work. Thank you for donations. Thank you for just being you, right? I hope you have a beautiful weekend. And today's Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.